Welcome to the Liberated Life. Get ready to free your mind, body, and spirit in business and pleasure. Now here's your host, Robin Quinn Keehn.
Hi, I'm Robin Quinn Keehn. Welcome to The Liberated Life. This show is all about breaking free from the mundane and living an exceptional life, no matter who you are, no matter what stopped you or slowed you down until right now. Of all the values I hold, I place freedom at the top. To me, without freedom, nothing else matters. When I speak about freedom, I mean three things: freedom of the mind, freedom of the body, and of the spirit. When we can liberate ourselves from the limitations of our mind, including old stories, the past, and limiting beliefs, I believe a whole new possibility for joy and self-expression exists. When we free our body by taking good care of it, we're empowered to physically do more and liberate ourselves. Liberating this spirit to me means knowing myself, loving myself, and trusting myself. And it also means to me believing there is a bigger calling and a higher power that I can trust. I've believed in God or the divine or the universe since I was a little girl, regardless of the name I may use to identify it. You might wonder why I'm so passionate about freedom, so let me share a little story with you. My dad was a self-made man who grew up wild in the great Pacific Northwest. He was a mischievous young boy who always carried a camera and his love of adventure with him. He grew up and became a captain for American Airlines, and he traveled the world, often with my mom, my baby brother, and me at his side. Besides being a pilot, my dad was an entrepreneur. He imported and sold exotic cars and worked at a camera shop on the side. My dad taught me you can always find a way to do what you love, and chasing your wildest dreams was the best way to live. Well, as a little kid, that sounded great. In fact, when I was young, I dreamed of being president of the United States of America. But to be honest, right now, I'm really grateful that God closed that door when he did. So I grew up and embraced adventure. And then I lived a really large life by having 4 children. At that point, my sense of freedom became very challenged. 4 kids, a husband, and a thriving music and dance studio. Freedom? Well, I didn't think so. I was so busy doing everything, I lost my sense of being free. In fact, when you've got 4 kids from preschool to preteen and you're running them around and you're homeschooling them or you're picking them up from school and then you're teaching hundreds of other people's kids, the word freedom is far from your vocabulary. I felt boxed in and weary from all the things I had to do. So weary, in fact, that I could barely manage a kiss goodnight before my head hit the pillow. One day I got my kids a snack after school and I said, "Hey, you guys, I need to go to the studio now." Ava, who was about 7 at the time, said, "Mommy, I don't want you to go. Why do you always have to go?" In that moment, standing in my driveway by my car, a shift happened. I looked at her sweet little face and her blonde head, and I said, "Ava, I'm wrong. I don't have to go. I get to go. God has given me this amazing studio, and I get to go there and bring music and dance to hundreds of students." And from that moment forward, I realized that true freedom is a choice. I did not have a life like my dad's because freedom cannot be bestowed. It must be achieved. If you want to experience more freedom in your life, join me and other freedom seekers here. Tune in every week and we'll explore an eclectic assortment of keys to liberate yourself in unique ways, some of which might really surprise you. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the show, please rate and recommend on Apple Podcasts, Overcast, or wherever you get your podcast. You can also get more great information at quittingculture.com.